is just slang for low-paying, low-prestige, dead-end job, I guess. Also, we're recording this as the Super Bowl's going on, so welcome back to the
that's
Neetwork
pretty
Podcast.
crazy.
I guess this is a Super Bowl episode?
Yeah,
not like I know
I'm
anything
not
about
really a
sports
football
ball.
guy, to be quite honest.
I was watching it, and I will let you guys know San Francisco pulled off like a crazy play.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
In that
I
case,
just
my
saw
mom is
that.
happy.
Yeah, the passing play.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the Chiefs to win.
Oh,
I
don't.
mean, I think, what, like, Swifties want the Chiefs to win, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who also don't want the Chiefs to win.
Yeah.
Because of that and other reasons.
I mean, I just don't really care that much, thankfully. But my mom is going to be very happy that the 49ers are winning. So.
Is she from San Francisco?
No, but she lived in, not the Bay Area, but Northern California for a very long time. Like, not... She moved there when she was very young and then lived there until college, basically. So, she roots for the Northern California sports teams a lot of the time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes
And
sense.
my family's a bit split. There's some KC enjoyers, and then there's some San Francisco enjoyers. So, little family rivalry right now.
Yeah, my dad always just picks the team opposite of my mom, so she has some competition. He does not care.
No,
But
well, that's actually pretty nice of him.
yeah. He,
That's what I usually do with my dad. Whatever team he chooses, I choose the opposite.
Yeah.
But we're both. I can't choose KC right now because
I don't know. Elaborate.
Mahomes, Kelsey, Swift. I can't choose because those people.
I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift.
No. I don't mind her music. But,
That's very fair, actually.
like, why does she have to be everywhere every single time?
I mean, she captured the hearts and minds of the single most, what's the right term? I mean, she captured the hearts and minds of white women who have the...
Well, not just white women, too.
Not just them, but white
But a
women
lot of them.
specifically make up way more of the spending in the U.S. economy than any other demographic.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
So...
Dude, fun fact. Did you know that Taylor Swift brought the NFL over $150 million in extra revenue this year?
I did not know that, but that does not surprise me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm just trying to find the right amount, but, what would I even search? Amount? Is this still true? I'm hoping this isn't. When was this article written?
What?
Okay, I found an article that was published in March 11th of 2023.
Okay.
In the U.S., women account for 85% of all consumer spending. So...
I could see that being true.
In case you're wondering why Taylor Swift is everywhere, it's because she is very marketable to the demographic that spends the most. So that's why she's everywhere. Aside from just her music, which I personally enjoy when I listen to it, which I do not go out of my way to, but when I hear it, I do not mind. I think it is good. So...
Okay, this is that women shop more, but when men do shop, they spend more in a single, trip or whatever.
Yeah.
I do think that the number is almost definitely inflated by, probably...
Oh, 80% does sound like a lot,
I mostly just mean, women probably do more of the grocery shopping than men. So of course, like, if not even in families, I guess that's just what I'm used to. It's not even that. My mom does the shopping and the cooking and the cleaning and stuff. She just goes shopping, and then my dad or me or my sister end up cooking. But just like, I have to assume that number is inflated, partially by stuff like that, where like the women in the family are expected to do the family shopping, whereas men aren't necessarily. I don't think that puts enough of an dent in it. It would probably drop it by a reasonable amount, but not by a meaningful amount, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you cooking tonight, Daniel?
No, I can't cook because I'm at a college dorm.
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
keep
I
forgetting.
can if I have like soup that I end up making, and I mean, a week ago I made a bunch of rice for myself, but
Nice.
I
Rice is a W meal.
It is, but I like to have more than just that. Especially.
Oh yeah, you can't really eat rice by yourself. You kind of just control yourself.
Yeah, I just want like something else with more substance. Like just, I could eat chicken and rice and just that for a very long time, but I would need to vary it with spices, and that's not something I can do in a college dorm.
Yeah.
Which is highly unfortunate.
I know what you mean.
Oh, actually, speaking of cooking, there is one drink that I have been drinking more of over the course of the past month. Would you like to take a guess?
Milk? I don't know.
No, it's not milk. I used to drink like one big glass of milk every night for
apple
a
juice.
long time, but no, it's actually tea.
Oh.
I've been drinking a lot more tea because for Christmas I got a box of just tea, and we shipped it over here. So I've just been consuming a lot more tea recently, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's not like one specific thing of tea too. It's a box of a bunch of different types, such as but not limited to cinnamon, apple, chamomile, double bergamot, Earl Grey, mango passion fruit, peach, a lot of different flavors. So yeah.
So you've been a tea enjoyer recently?
Yeah, and I used to not understand it, and I'm sure that like I don't even know if I'll go out of my way to get tea later on, but it's good. So I'm a tea enjoyer now.
Nice.
Did not know that was the case. I say while drinking hot chocolate, but
well, you know, the winter is a different type of
being.
Yeah, winter time is a different time.
The hot chocolate is my dessert. The tea I can drink at any time, and I don't have to treat it as a special occasion. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess how have your guys' weeks been?
It's been chill. My winter classes are about to end next week, so.
Oh, okay.
It's been nice.
You're gonna have your spring quarter starting up in a few weeks then.
Yeah, spring semester. Unfortunately, I have a 7 a.m.
Ew, gross.
Gonna be me.
That's bad.
May not be fun.
I'm still very glad that my earliest class is 10 a.m.
Same.
I do not have to wake up earlier than 9:30 throughout the week.
Bro, that's pretty crazy. Wait, so when you mean like, wait, what's your earliest class then? Like start time?
10 a.m.
Wait a second.
I wake up, get dressed, brush my teeth, and go to the restroom, and grab all my stuff and go to my class.
Wait, so like tomorrow you have it's your earlier day, right? Since tomorrow's Monday or something, and your early day is 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
keep in mind, though, that does mean that me trying to get 9 hours of sleep means me trying to fall asleep at around 12:30, which, knowing me, is not that simple. No, I'll usually get close to, like, 8-ish hours of sleep a night, so...
That's pretty good.
Yeah. But, your winter semester's coming to a close then?
Yep. It's gonna be pretty good and bad, I guess. I mean,
You'll have like a week or two of doing nothing before going back into classes.
No, I have 4 days.
Ah, I see.
I think the saving grace for me is that my 7 a.m. is on Tuesday and Thursday and not Monday and Wednesday.
That is pretty nice. Well, yeah. It's definitely nice for you. I think our schedules are going to be mismatched because I'll be able to stay up late on the nights where you're going to want to go to sleep early.
No. Oh, wait, yeah, that's true, huh? That'll be truly a bit interesting. But...
It's fun.
Well, I don't have class on Fridays, so...
Oh, that's very nice. I only have 2 classes on Fridays, but they're early enough where it won't matter.
Nice.
Yeah, because Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have classes from 10 to 12, and Fridays, those are the only classes I have. Mondays and Wednesdays, that's not the case.
Yeah, wait, so you're not taking math right now, right?
Correct.
Or...
I am not taking a math class currently.
Nice.
Most of my homework is reading.
That's not bad then, I guess.
It's really not. I do very much enjoy the courses I'm taking this semester. It's also a lot more chill, so it's pretty easy to say that. But it's a lot more writing and a lot more reading, whereas last semester was Calc 2, basically. That's it. I had to write some speeches occasionally and take notes for one other class. Aside from that, it was just Calc 2 homework every single day.
Dang. Yeah, I have differential equations and Calc 3 next semester.
Have fun with that.
I'm sure it'll be enjoyable. Surely.
Surely it will.
Really Temple.
And I forgot that was a drink.
Yep.
Will, what have you been up to?
Carball. Carball. Actually, no. Carball, NHL 23, Batman Arkham Knight, and some Raid Shadow Legends.
Nice.
Oh.
Getting sponsored?
No.
I know.
I've just been playing the game since freshman. Pretty much. Have I? No, I took that 2-year break in the middle. But I always gotta play a... That was a sick shot. I have to always play like a mobile game or two, you know?
Why?
Just to fill in the time.
Okay. I can see that.
Move it into my schedule. It's like what I did with Clash of Clans when I played that for a little bit. Right now I'm doing the really cool meta strat of not playing it for 3 months and letting everything auto upgrade. Yeah.
The meta strat.
The meta strat. Don't play it for 3 months. Let everything auto upgrade, because I'm not gonna put in the time to farm the Dark Elixir, because I need like 200,000 each upgrade for my heroes.
Hey, dude, the walls, bro, the walls.
I already did most of my walls before I stopped playing, I think. At least half of them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll re-download it. I haven't played in a while.
That was like what was it? I was like 7 RC World Champion upgrades. I think my Queen was like 5 off, and then my King added like 15 levels, 10 levels, something like that. And then I was like, I've done everything else. I can just let them auto upgrade.
Oh yeah, honestly, I think that is a move. Wait, Daniel, did you ever play Clash of Clans?
I did, but it was before the middle school, or I think it was like, yeah, I think it was before middle school on like my dad's phone or something occasionally, and then just like,
Hmm,
oh, I have my own phone now. I don't have that account anymore. Okay, bye bye.
it sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Losing Clash of Clans progress is a big L.
I mean, after that, I was just like, well, I don't care enough to re-download it at this point, so I'm just not.
Ah,
Also, at that point, Clash Royale existed, so
oh,
that was like when
were you a
Clash
big
Royale.
Clash Royale player?
Yeah, I was. I might still have it downloaded, but I don't care about the game at all. I don't. It's wild how into mobile games like Plants vs Zombies 2, Dragon Vale, and Clash Royale, and Pixel Gun
Mm.
3D. That was another
Pixel
one.
gun.
Yeah.
Pixel Gun 3D was pretty good. I don't know what happened to that game, to be honest. I lost all my accounts.
I think the server shut down, didn't they?
I don't know. It might have. Let's let's check. I guess. Pixel Gun 3D servers down.
Oh, they're down.
No, I was just looking up. No, I think it still exists. It still says play now at least. So.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just a game that. Yeah, okay, there's. At the very least, their Twitter account is still active, and they posted 13 hours ago, so.
I
Oh,
assume
the game
it'd
does
be-
exist still.
Yes, the game does still exist. It seems to have gone down a similar route as um, Fortnite, where it just introduces more modes for you to mess around with.
I see.
The Fortnite before Fortnite.
I have a personal vendetta against Epic now.
Yeah, because of Carball.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are complaining about Overwatch as well.
For what?
So the new season starts on Tuesday.
Right.
This is the big competitive overhaul that they've been talking about for, 2-ish months now.
Okay.
You want to know what they're doing?
What?
Andrew, do you remember the durability update for League, where because burst damage
Yes.
was so out of control that they buffed every character's health, magic resist, and armor?
Yeah, and then they lowered healing or something like that too.
So, because, they're basically doing that in Overwatch. They are buffing every character's health pool by about 50.
That doesn't sound that bad. I mean,
It's not, but keep in mind, the average character's health bar, now instead of being 200, is 250.
is 250.
And that changes
Oh, I think in
a lot
Overwatch
of
that makes
breakpoints.
a big difference than in League. 50 health
Yes.
does not make that big of a difference.
Yeah, I'd say the equivalent of gaining 50 health as a 200 health character, which is,
That's a 50 or a 25% increase.
yeah, it's 125% of their normal health. That would be like a 2,000 health character going up to 2,500.
Mm. That is a lot.
There's the equivalence. So, yeah, they're doing that. They're also making every projectile and hit scan larger, except for the really large ones already. So, like, Orisa Spear and Firestrike aren't getting any larger. But stuff like, basically every primary fire is going to be easier to hit. In addition to this, every character is now going to heal while out of combat. And damage characters.
You're out of combat. Wait a second.
So they added in role passives at the start of Overwatch 2. Since the first beta, and originally the damage passive was stupid silly broken because the damage passive was literally just an increase to movement speed. That might not sound like much, but in a game as mobility-centric as Overwatch, where having a get-out-of-jail-free card makes you so much better, all the damage characters being able to get in and out of combat faster and to challenge supports very easily and get away unpunished, it made all of them very strong. Then they changed that to not just a mobility increase, but to a reload speed increase, which helps some characters and hurts others. And then eventually they just got rid of the movement, so some characters like Hanzo, who don't have to reload, don't have a DPS passive, while characters like Ashe or Sojourn really like having the increased reload speed after they get a kill.
Right.
Anyway, their new passive is just 20% anti-heal whenever they deal damage. That's it. So every damage character in Overwatch now has Grievous Wounds, Andrew.
Dude, I feel like Burst in League right now is strong too, like...
Yeah?
You know? I don't know.
I don't think you're wrong. I do think Burst is strong. It's kind of weird how... The longer a game goes, or the longer a live service game is out, there's absolutely power creep, and that leads to characters being able to just shut down others faster.
Yeah.
But I also feel like people get so much better at the game that even if you were to have never, introduced power creep, Burst would just get higher over time because people would get better at being able to burst you down. Does that make sense? I feel like you might understand what I'm talking about well.
I mean, I think it's a little confusing, but I think it kind of makes sense, like, in a way.
It's that concept is just Rocket League itself. People are just gonna get better, like, over time. And
yeah,
you know,
it's kind of like, I think Fortnite too, like, even that, like, with the building and stuff.
There's no power creep of like weapons or anything. It's just like the skill base will actually just show up.
I remember thinking that my building was pretty damn good, and now that does not feel like it's the case anymore.
We were legends back in our day.
Yeah, I don't think we were. I think we were pretty good at our time.
Yeah, honestly, we used to. I mean, if you play zero builds now, like when I play like with Winston, you get like a lot of wins. You'll like win like almost. You can win. You can realistically win every like other game or every 2 games or something.
I mean,
it's pretty crazy.
The thing that I was best at in Fortnite was always sniping, building and sniping. I was not bad by any means at close quarters, but that's mostly because at a certain point that was all I did for a while, if you will. We would just challenge each other constantly. God, those are... It's weird to think that was only 5 years ago.
No, 5 years is a long time.
It's a long time ago, but 5 years is now closer to a quarter of our lifespan than it is a third.
That's true.
That's scary.
That is actually quite true. And then there's just me and Will being old, and then Daniel not being old.
Hey, I'm old now.
Oh no!
I've been old for 5 months now.
I'm not. Me and Will are 19.
Yeah. No, you two are fossilizing as we speak. I'm surprised you're able to continue the podcast as dynamically as you two can.
Bones are getting old.
I'm trying to keep my young self going, you know.
Oh, I can hear the age
gotta work out somehow.
You need to...
gotta keep the bones, like, mobile.
Quit. Drink your gamer...
I drank my applesauce today. My muffin.
I love drinking applesauce and yogurt. Those are my favorite drinks.
Applesauce and yogurt, my favorite drink.
My favorite drinks. You know, there becomes a time where they have to mush it down for you, so it is a drink.
I mean, I feel like yogurt is pretty easy. No, I drink both of them actually.
Yeah.
There's no reason to use a spoon.
Soup.
I mean, there's no reason to use a spoon on applesauce if it's in the container where you can just drink it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, like I said before, yogurt and applesauce my favorite drinks.
My favorite cold ones.
Your favorite what?
My favorite cold drinks.
Oh.
Cold?
Yeah.
Cold drinks? Like
Cold,
just in
yeah.
general?
Cold drinks.
Yeah, like applesauce and yogurt, cold drinks.
Yeah.
Hobby.
Like water. Just water.
Oh, I thought you said like cold drinks, like COL out like Hill.
Oh no.
Ah yes, I love drinking black
I
lung.
love digesting.
I love
cold.
drinking black lung.
I do love
My favorite pastime.
Nothing I love more. Absolutely nothing I love more.
I need more
Early.
coal.
The children yearn for the mines. They yearn for black lung.
Me gusta
Yearn
black
for-
lung.
Maybe on second thought, maybe we shouldn't be joking about black lung. No, I think it's fine.
We're fine.
No.
It's
We're
black
talking
lung,
about
it's
a
fine.
mineral.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Why is the first thing when I search up coal Pal World? Why is
That's a thing.
that?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess it's just a resource that you try to get in Pal World. I guess it's already been a week, and I have not heard much more about Pal World.
Dude, I think Power World is. Let's look it up. Steam
I don't think it's doing
leaderboards.
poorly. I just think it's had a significant decline.
Yeah. My
Oh yeah, I think
streamer
it
friends
peaked
play
already.
it.
To be honest.
Streamer friends play it. Like I watch them play it. They enjoy it, but like, as a viewer, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so bored of that game.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it really depends on who's like playing it. Like if you watch like Dante's and Tarzan play, it's a lot more entertaining.
Well, that's
My friends are entertaining with it. It's just
Yeah.
concept is just. I call it just Pokemon Rust.
yeah.
Pokemon Rust is pretty funny.
I mean, the original concept for it was just Pokemon with guns, and then they just yes-anded their way to it being Pokemon Rust. I don't think it's a bad game by any means, and I think the devs did a good job working on it. It's just
Yeah.
a game that I recognized
budget and
as,
stuff.
yeah, this is going to be popular in, you know, the gaming zeitgeist for a bit, not too dissimilar from Fall Guys, and then it'll probably fall out of favor.
Mhm.
And nothing against it, I'm just pretty sure that's the way it's going to go.
Here, let's look it up.
Pal
How
World
many
current players? Steam.
Steam leaderboards by player count.
I found it.
Power World is number 2 right now.
Yeah, that
Behind
doesn't surprise
CS, I
me at all.
assume.
It's at 400,000, and CS2 is at 600,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still doing pretty well, realistically.
Yeah.
Wow,
No, it's-
Power
Apparently
World
there's
is the
a
second
DLC coming.
highest peak or whatever,
Let's see.
you know, or second highest like peak of players.
All time?
Lost Ark? No, like in the last. I don't know. Here, I'll send you the chart. You
Yeah.
can interpret it how you.
Okay,
How
it's
you will.
definitely on a downward trend, and that's probably going to continue, but I don't think that's
Yeah.
any different from a lot of other games. It
There's the
definitely
initial
just.
hype, and then
I mean,
it just
yeah.
goes down.
It's like, yeah, this is a very good game. People are just going to get burnt out on it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize that was probably going to be the case, and that's why I said I
I
wasn't going
think-
to get it.
Yeah, it was definitely like a game that's blowing up right now, and then in 6 months it'll be like
Huh.
way lower.
Elden Ring
Yeah.
still has... Oh, peak players at any given point. Got it. Okay.
It's also just not my type of game.
Yeah.
Mm.
Never been a Rust fan, or not like not a hater, but just I don't see myself playing it.
Yeah, I could see why. I mean, I never bought Rust 2, but I feel like I would have played. I think if there were people to play Power World with, then it would be more fun. Like
Yeah,
playing by yourself doesn't seem that great, but
that's the case with Rust and like Among Us and a bunch of other games that have been like that. They are great to play with people, but if you don't have people to play it with, why would you get it?
exactly, yeah.
That's that's what Lethal Company is. That game's still thriving pretty well, at least as far as I can tell. I think that's mostly because that game is still being updated, because it's still in early release or whatever. But also, you can mod that game a lot easier than Power
Yeah, that game has a lot of flexibility, I think that's a big reason why it's so popular.
Yeah, it's why Fortnite has endured for as long as it has, is because it was always changing.
Yeah.
It's the reason why, well, Among Us thrived for a long time, in part due to mods, but also just because how else are you going to interact with people? Go and talk to them in person? Nope, that's not happening.
Honestly. Yeah, it was like there just weren't too many options that day.
Yeah.
That time.
With that being said, Among Us is still a funny game, I think. But that's because it's, what's the other game called? Town of Salem?
Something like that.
It's, games like that. Those are games that you literally can only play with other people. So, of course they're going to be fun. You're just hanging out with friends, basically. Yippee! No. I'm just thinking. Genshin update just happened. It's.
Oh, there was a Honkai update that just basically happened too.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Chinese New Year, right? Lunar New Year.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not gonna lie though, I stopped playing Honkai a little bit.
How much money have you spent on it?
I don't know, not that much. Less than League.
Okay, how much time do you have in it?
And how much have you enjoyed
your time in it?
I mean, it was like pretty chill, honestly.
I can tell you right now.
I don't know where to check.
I've gotten my money's worth from Genshin. God damn.
Yeah, I don't know how to check how many hours you played in Honkai.
Where do you have it? Like, did you just download Honkai straight from MiHoYo, or did
yeah,
you download
their website.
Okay. I downloaded Genshin on Epic just because. Yes.
Yeah, you can do it on Epic too. I did not.
Yeah. Apparently.
I don't know. Maybe I'll start playing again.
Apparently, according to Epic Games, I have 681 hours in Genshin.
681 hours? Dang.
Yeah. I think a lot of that is just from AFKing, because I'll just open up the game, leave to go do something, come back, and then game's still open. So, there's not a... there's a lot of time from just doing that, but I have not spent any money on Genshin, so...
I don't know, maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe I will maybe I will start playing again. Because there's a new character who is supposed to be quite decent. Well, yeah.
I mean, you should download it now then, because they're giving out a bunch of free things because of the
exactly.
Or whatever. So
you'd never believe what I just started doing.
Did you start downloading it?
Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up. Maybe I shouldn't have told you to re-download Star Rail.
Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Genshin's just gonna be in a content drought until the new region is released. So, or I guess.
I mean, right now they're releasing a new region in Honkai too. So.
Yeah, I want to say the story for Genshin finished up like 3 months ago at this point. So now it's just waiting for new content, which will probably happen over the course of the next 5 months. I don't know when the new region's going to be released. I don't know how long they're going to keep things going. I just play Genshin because I want the story.
You like the story. Yeah. I mean, I think it's interesting too, but
the story is interesting, and it's awesome to experience the story for yourself, but also that requires playing a gacha game, which I cannot in good conscience recommend to anyone.
Unless you have a lot of money.
No, especially if you have a lot of money, I'm not going to recommend it to you.
I would recommend it to someone who has a lot of money.
No!
Yeah, you know, I think that's a great idea, to be honest. Because then at least if they spend a lot of money, Daniel, then it's like, you know, then at least you know that they have some left. It's not like they spent their life savings on it. You know what I mean?
I'm never going to introduce you to the concept of gambling.
You would be surprised.
I'm never going to. Yeah, I think gacha games are games that I will never show to people who either A, have a lot of money, more than they know what to spend it on, and B, people who have gambling addiction, and C...
I wouldn't introduce it to people who have no money.
I mean, I just...
Because if they spend all their money on it, then they won't have any money.
I'm just not going to recommend gacha games to people out of the consciousness that I do have. I think it is morally wrong.
No. I've already gambled.
Yeah, he plays Raid. All of us here play different gacha games.
Yeah.
I play
Wait,
Genshin.
You play which game?
Raid Shadow Legends.
You play Raid Shadow Legends, William?
Yeah, I brought it up earlier.
Oh
Raid Shadow Legends, 7 Deadly Sins, Grand Cross. I played...
Okay, I know that game.
I played the Black Clover one for like a day. I didn't like it. And I played the My Hero one for like a day. Didn't like it.
Oh yeah, I just remembered the last time you showed me the Fate Grand Cross, you showed me the double wolf fight. How did that end up going?
I mean, I still... Like, I haven't played the game in months. Because, you know, it's just me trying to figure out how to not RNG that fight anymore. And I just don't have the characters for it, so... Or the... Holy Relics, which is essentially like bonus stats and a bonus passive that I just didn't have for the characters I needed.
Yeah.
And then the rates in that game are honestly like 10 times better than the rates in Raid, which is shocking because hold on, let me open the game here real quick.
Gacha games are just scummy in concept, and I still play one. Granted, I am bleeding them dry of their billions of dollars. Not that I'm having that much of an impact. I'm just not spending money means that I am basically leeching from them, which is awesome in my view. I love getting free content. Thank you, Wales.
Thank you, Whales and Krakens. You really keep this game running.
Yeah.
Because
Whales and Kraken.
Kraken is $10,000+, right? Or was it 30,000?
I don't know.
I think it's different for each game.
Term.
Yeah, well, Kraken's above whales.
I've never heard of Krakens, to be honest.
Yeah, I've only heard of whales.
Krakens eat whales. Like, in this game, like, there's one guy that I watch, that's it. I think there's 2-3 whales that I watch. And there's one is it? No, there are just 3 whales, but they go against the Krakens, right? And they get slammed in this game. Like, they can they can do all the right tactics. Like, they can they can seal this character's like move, like his turn, but just because the amount of power and like damage that the Krakens can build on their characters just slams the whales builds, and usually whale builds are like insane. But the rates in this game, right? In the lowest level tier, the Mystery Shard, 74.2% common, 24.4% uncommon, and 1.4% rare. Ancients and Voids, which are the same like type of shard. Like they give rares, epics, and legendaries. They just void is like you only get void type characters, and ancients you can get green, red, and blue. But they're both at 91.5 for rares, 8% for epics, and 0.5% for legendaries.
Yeah, so
the new shard, the primal shard, 82.5% chance for rare, 16% for an epic, 1% for legendary, and 0.5% for mythical. The last one, the sacred shard, 94% epic, 6% legendary. Mercy system. So for ancients and voids, for epics, after 20 summons without an epic, right? You go 210 pulls without a epic character, you're guaranteed one. For legendaries, it's after 200. Primals for legendaries, 75% without a legend, or 75 pulls. Mind you, primal shards you can only get from two areas of the game, and that are at like high end game level content. You get after 75 primals, if you haven't pulled a legendary, that's your guarantee, or close to guarantee. It's like it raises. Primal for a mythical, after 200 mythical or primal shards, you can have a chance at a mythical, or a higher percent chance of a mythical. And sacreds, after 12 sacreds, you can have pretty much guaranteed after 12. And there are roughly 600 champions this game.
600 champions?
And I'm looking for 3-4 different legendaries and about 5 different epics. And have I pulled any of them? No.
That is quite unfortunate.
I have 12 ancient shards, and I've saved up for a few weeks now.
That is surely unfortunate, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, the Genshin Impact drop rates aren't good, but you at the very least have a guaranteed 5-star after 90, and you have increasingly higher chances every pull after 70. And
yeah, that's the way it is for Honkai too.
Yeah, and
so.
every 10 you're guaranteed a 4-star. So that's the way it works in Genshin. But the actual rates are like 94% 3-star, 5% 4-star, 0.6% 5-star, which is pretty bad.
Still better than this game.
Yeah. There's another gacha game that I have looked at on occasion, but it's just because I enjoy all of the other games. What did you say, Andrew?
I said on occasion.
Yeah.
I feel like you said that with like air quotes.
I don't I don't play the game at all. It's just occasionally I'll remember, oh, that's right, this game exists. And it's Fire Emblem Heroes, because Fire Emblem has a series, or as a series, already has like 16 or 17 different main story games, or main, what's the term? Mainline games? Not spin-off games, because I can't remember the actual term. And would you like to know how many Fire Emblem characters there are?
So there's at least 5.
No, how many? 3?
Well, the average roster size in most Fire Emblem games, as far as I'm aware, are usually 40 to 50.
That's a lot. Hey, Will, I think you were off by a little.
So, Revelation...
Not really.
Mystery of the Fire Emblem has 77 different playable characters. I guess technically it's usable characters because you don't play as any one of them usually, you just use them in anime chess. But for all intents and purposes, it's just like, yeah, 65, 41, 40, 43, 77, 58, 41, 33, 42, 53, 24, 24.
That was a lot of numbers that honestly were not comprehensive.
Yeah, I wasn't really listening.
Yeah.
I lost track at like 45, I think.
Yeah,
whatever number you started with, I just whatever
all
happened.
you really need to know is that Fire Emblem as a series has way too many characters, so the gacha game for it, of course, also has way too many characters. So occasionally I'll just be like, oh, I wonder how the Fire Emblem gacha game is. And it's just like, oh, people are complaining about something, or people are talking about this banner, or voting on a certain character to be in the game. Which reminds me that the last major controversy that I remember, this is going to be very stupid, so you're going to have to hang with me for a moment here, okay?
Alright.
Uh-oh.
In Fire Emblem Three Houses, the characters you can use are basically all of the students, because all the students are between the ages of 16 and 28.
Okay.
You're at the Officers Academy, you're training for war. You are also playing a 21-year-old professor, Yipee, former mercenary turned professor. I'm confusing things even more. Anyway, all the playable characters are the students. And some of the faculty there. In Fire Emblem Heroes, occasionally people get to vote on what character they want to be in the gacha game, basically.
Okay.
And what happens is whichever character gets first place in the amount of votes for, like, male member that's being voted on, that character will receive, like, an extra bonus or whatever. They'll be effectively a 5-star instead of a 4-star, if that makes any sense. And they just get extra pretty things. In Fire Emblem Three Houses, there is another character that people very much liked, and his name is the Gatekeeper. Literally, all he does is he just stands at the gate, says, "Greetings, Professor, nothing to report," and talks to you briefly. This is all he does. This is all he does.
That's
now,
my main.
What I want...
Honestly, W character.
He got voted the first place in one of these polls.
What?
And it wasn't even close.
Yup.
Dude,
He got
what?
72,000
Wait, why are there two first
votes.
places?
Male
What?
and female.
Oh.
Yeah. So...
Bro, wait, so what did they? How did they add him?
Gatekeeper is a character in Fire Emblem Heroes. And apparently it's his name is Brave Gatekeeper or something. All I really know is that Gatekeeper getting into Fire Emblem Heroes pissed a lot of people off because they really wanted Marth to finally get the Brave Marth or whatever, and Chrom, who's the protagonist of Fire Emblem Awakening, isn't in here because of Gatekeeper. They got gatekept.
He is gatekeeping.
Yeah. So this NPC, who cannot fight for you at all, is literally just there to say, "Greetings, Professor, something or nothing to report," is successfully gatekept two of the most popular protagonists from Fire Emblem out of the #1 spot.
I mean, he's doing his job.
He is. He's awesome. I also love the fact that not only did he have the most amount of votes, but it wasn't even close. So, yeah, that's the story of how Gatekeeper getting into Fire Emblem Heroes is amusing. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah. Again, I don't pay attention to the game at all. I'll occasionally just be like, oh, people are talking about it. Cool. Also, that's how you can find a lot of artwork of a lot of the characters, because funny PNG game, of course, there's going to be actually good artwork. So.
Yep. Just like how Honkai splash art is pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of games where that's the case, where it's just like, oh, the models for it don't look good. That's literally just Pokemon. That's what I'm thinking of. Pokemon has extremely good sprite work, but they transitioned over to models, and now they don't look as good.
Yes, not even close.
Pokemon probably should
Ow, Pokemon
probably should have stayed 2D. Their sprites were so
Yeah.
good. Like just look up the black and white or black 2 and white 2 sprites and just how much life those sprites have, and then just look at the Gen 6 models or even the Gen 9 models, because they have not improved that much.
Dude, I feel like they did the Heaven Scale Smolder skin splash art wrong, Daniel.
Really? I feel like Glee
Yeah,
usually has
compared to
good
like the
splash art.
Kai'Sa one, the Kai'Sa Janna or Diana one or Master Yi one, it just looks like he kind of looks like does not look that intimidating or like dragon-like.
I guess, yeah. I mean, he isn't supposed to look intimidating, but
Like,
yeah, Smolder's just
like
odd.
there's Kai'Sas and then
I guess
bro,
he just doesn't totally look
Poppy.
like he fits the same aesthetic as the rest of them.
And then that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
okay,
I feel like there's a big quality difference.
No, I actually think I know what it is. There's just straight up more of the like jade color in the Kai'Sa one, whereas there just isn't much of it in the Smolder splash art. Like, there's just a lot more contrast in the color.
Yeah,
scheme in the
this
first
is the
one.
Janna one. I mean, even the Master Yi one, I think. But same idea. I think you might be right.
Yeah, I think it's just a contrast thing. There's just not as much of it.
Oh,
in the
maybe
Smolder
it's like the
splash art.
lighting too.
Maybe. I am no artist. I don't even know terms, really. I'm just making a judgment call from my oblivious position. I am clueless. I am clueless.
The shading of the green doesn't match the flow within the Pokemon. Oh, word? Minecraft. You guys, speaking of Minecraft, you guys watch any Poppy Playtime?
Nope.
I am just waiting for a potential Ultra video on it, because he loves playing it with like Josh on stream, and then just watching the video later, and they just take the they just make it not scary and very funny, so I'll just fall asleep listening to it. I did that with their Garden of Fan videos. I don't give it about the game. I'm just here to listen to their banner. That's it.
Listen to their banner.
Yeah, I'll just fall asleep to stuff like that. I'll fall asleep to someone ranting about Pokemon. I'll fall asleep to people talking about how Jumbo Josh is the scariest thing in existence.
Jumbo Josh is the scariest thing.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, not a clue.
You should you should look up Garden of Fan outro.
Bro, what is that? What is this, bro? Garden of Ban.
Oh, we are introducing you to. I'm assuming you know. I'm assuming you know what Garden of Ban is, right, Will? You're cultured.
I think so.
Okay, look at the podcast chat. You know.
It looks like FNAF.
Right? Yeah, no shit.
Oh my goodness.
You said it looks like FNAF, and I think that's a League artwork. I just like that.
And just scroll down. You'll see Jumbo Josh at the bottom.
I've seen that before. I don't know where.
Okay, again, I'm going to implore you to also look up Garden of Ban.
Dude, what is this?
So, it is a series that was just made to make as much money as possible from mascot horror as a genre. At least as far as I can tell. It is the typical mascot horror. There's a mysterious plot to it that they're making up as they go along, so it's super convoluted, doesn't make any sense. And again, it's mascot horror, so you can make things that look scary that are also very marketable, right?
Yeah.
However, this game is silly. So,
this looks freaky as hell, bro. What?
yeah. How many games
It's only
are there already?
$2. This is so funny.
Yeah. They don't have to be good games. They just have to be games that will get people talking, and then people will purchase it. Yeah. So, currently there are 6 Garden of Banban games.
6? What? There's 6
I say that, but there is no Garden of Banban 5. There is no 5th one. The first one is free, the second one is $5, but it's on sale for $2 currently. The third one's $5, the fourth one is $10, and the 6th one is also $10. But there's no 5th. I love being able to count. Anyway, the series doesn't have to make any sense. It's just mascot horror meant to make money. I think they also made it at the start of the NFT craze and tried to sell those immediately before shutting those off. Anyway, you mentioned Poppy Playtime.
Yeah, I did.
Poppy
I've been watching the lore videos.
Oh.
Because
the lore videos?
I just came through, like, everyone. Like, whatever video looks the most interesting, I click on it.
Yeah.
But because I watched like all of the game theory FNAF videos, I was like, I just need to understand more lore about a game I'm never gonna play.
Wait,
yeah,
you did?
yeah, obviously.
Oh no.
So that's what I went with Poppy Playtime, and I can't wait
my
for part 4 to come out.
It literally looks like the same thing as Garden of Banban.
Yeah, Poppy Playtime came out earlier. It wasn't. It's hard to say if it was made with profitability and marketability in mind.
Yeah.
But
it definitely is now.
Yeah, it is now, but it seems like it has a more coherent story and purpose than even FNAF. Granted, FNAF is now a monolith in the indie genre, or indie.
Yeah.
FNAF is now just a big thing, so it doesn't have to be coherent. It just has to exist, and it will continue to sell. But apparently the newest chapter is good, and is kind of
really
scary.
Good.
Yeah.
It's just ominous.
Yeah.
Like,
so I'm excited to see what happens. I haven't.
I won't say anything then.
I might just try to find stuff on it tonight, because it's not like I play the series at all. I just enjoy consuming the content around it.
The lore.
Yeah. I've been paying attention to FNAF lore for way too long, but now I'm glad we can talk about it. When I'm back, that's all we're doing for a day, okay?
Oh, no.
Bruh.
But do you think it was the 5 missing persons of 83 or 85? Or was it 85 or 87?
83 and 87.
5 was 87. 83, 87, yeah.
Yeah, those were the 2 dates. God, why do I know this?
Bro, I don't even know.
Oh, you're going to learn.
Does
Actually,
he know? Does he know?
I think I know what a good podcast topic is.
The FNAF podcast.
We just have
Oh, it
one
looks
episode,
like
and
I'm
one episode
about to
only just for FNAF. Can we even get through enough in that time?
We could like start with like Mr. Purple Guy's birthday or whatever. He turned 7.
Mr. Purple Guy's birthday
Yeah.
was.
So I'm assuming you just
He doesn't know.
I'm assuming you just binged the game theory videos then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched them. I watched them itself, and then I watched Puffer and Droid react to them.
God. Yeah, I guess a lot of people have been doing that recently, where they've just been reacting to a lot more of his in-game theory stuff, because man's is leaving.
Well, this was like last year.
A
couple months ago. Somewhere around there. November area.
Yipee.
Or October.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I know, or I think Ludwig might have done that recently too, where he just reacted to, or learned the FNAF. Yeah, He uploaded a video on it 1 day ago. I watched all
One
the
day.
FNAF lore, and now I'm an expert. Except that's not the case. You can't watch all
Bo
the
was a
FNAF lore and become...
historian.
No, you
Oh, wait,
cannot
can we
do
change
that.
it?
Uh-oh.
The one person, I don't even know if there's even one person. There are too many people that have dedicated way too much time to trying to understand FNAF, and no one understands it.
No one understands it. That's the key part.
It's not possible.
Correct. Even
Yep.
Scott
That
Cawthon
sounded
doesn't.
interesting.
You know, the person who made it, he doesn't
Papa
know.
FNAF. Papa
The
FNAF
bro
don't
does
even
not know what he has been creating this whole time.
Well, yeah, it's because he created a story that was supposed to have an ending, and then people
And
were
then he
unsatisfied.
retconned it.
And then, yeah, people were unsatisfied with it, so he created a new game with a new ending, and people were still unsatisfied. So then he it just kept going like that,
Yeah.
and going and going
There's
and
three
going, and now it's just like,
timelines?
okay, there's not an actual ending now. It just keeps going, and it's just like, hey, please, just create an ending for this segment. You can keep using FNAF stuff. Just end the story of William Afton, please. I don't want to hear him say I always come back anymore.
Wait, did you watch the movie?
I actually haven't.
I did.
You did?
I did, yes. He hit the gritty on Mr. Main character guy and said, I'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what did you think about the movie?
I give it a 7 out of 10. 6 out of those are because Shaggy from Scooby-Doo was the villain.
Ah. Oh, God, what's the actor's name?
Starts with, his last name's an M, right?
William Afton, FNAF movie.
Shaggy
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard.
Oh my God, that is the Shaggy actor.
Yep.
Shaggy actor.
I did not even recognize that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. It is the Shaggy
That shows who
actor.
real Scooby-Doo fans are here.
That is... I never consumed any Scooby-Doo content, man.
Neither did I.
What did you do in your childhood?
I barely did.
I watched Wildcats, Phineas and Ferb, and My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. Next question.
Wait, what?
Why didn't you watch
There is an
Scooby-Doo?
imposter among us.
Elaborate.
Wildcrats? Why is that in there?
Yeah, I don't... Are you not a brony?
Can't say I am.
No, I watched a lot of those shows when I was younger. Hell, I think I might have rewatched all of those over COVID at some point.
Bro.
So we need to get you on
Crazy.
peak fiction, and I ain't talking One Piece. I'm talking Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
I did not watch that.
Yeah,
I watched like a couple episodes at one point.
I
but
think
that's
the
about it.
only times I saw that show was when I was at a hotel and I'd wake up for breakfast and I'd see that show was playing. Or if I was staying with my grandparents when they were visiting us in their hotel room and we'd open up or watch Cartoon Network and we'd see that show or Teen Titans Go. It's just like awesome. Anyway.
See, if you didn't have Tom and Jerry on in the morning and Scooby-Doo on at night, you weren't living.
Okay, but like Tom and Jerry is very good and so is Looney Tunes.
That's kind of on when you come back from school. That's like the 3 or 4 o'clock time.
Oh, no, we just watched the recorded Looney Tunes that our dad recorded. Yeah.
Like OG Looney, or not OG, but like
Literally
older Looney Tunes
every-
or Looney Tunes show, like the cartoon one, or the
good question.
newer.
Not the Looney Tunes show.
Okay, but Looney Tunes.
Yeah, just straight up Looney
Okay.
Tunes. Yeah.
See, that's a pass. You get a pass right there.
I mean, Looney Tunes are very good,
Mm-hmm.
and they were very amusing.
Yeah, they were pretty good. I used to watch those.
Yeah. What other shows did I watch when I was younger? Because I know it wasn't just those 3, but those are 3 that I remember. There's another one.
No Adventure Time, no Gravity Falls.
Nope.
No regular show.
Nope.
You what?
I told you.
I didn't watch that one either.
I didn't watch regular show that much, but other two, I watched those.
Didn't watch Regular Show, didn't watch Gumball, didn't watch Steven Universe.
Regular Teen Titans?
I watched that one.
Gumball, yeah.
I'm trying to look through Cartoon Network shows right now. Didn't watch Dexter's Laboratory, didn't watch Johnny Bravo, didn't watch Powerpuff, didn't watch Ed, Edd and Eddy, didn't watch Courage, didn't watch Samurai Jack, didn't watch
Most of those were Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
No.
Bruh.
Yeah. What else?
I have a Hulu account with Disney Plus attached to it. I'll watch it.
Perhaps. I might just end up watching Phineas and Ferb because I like that show a lot.
I wasn't as crazed into it as everyone else was.
I really liked it. I mean, it had basically everything that I could have liked because there were funny songs, the two different, the A plot, B plot, and C plot of like Doofenshmirtz and Perry, Candace trying to do that thing, and then the thing the boys were up to. And also the show had very well written jokes, so I don't know. Oh, Ninjago. That's the other show that I watched.
Yeah. I definitely did watch that one.
That one almost
That
slipped
was
my mind.
definitely a watch.
Yeah, I was trying to find which other show I watched because I remembered that there was another, but I couldn't remember what. Yeah, it was Ninjago. I still have a few Lego sets at home. Oh, also Pokemon, but that was...
That's a little different.
Yeah. The main shows that I watched were just the Phineas and Ferb, the Wildcats, My Little Pony, Ninjago, Pokemon. I can't think of anything else. Nor can I see anything else. I'm looking through the Cartoon Network programs, or broadcasts, whatever you want to call it. I can't find any. Because it's not like I mean, to be fair, I wasn't allowed to watch much TV when I was younger. I was allowed to watch educational shows during the week, and then on the weekend, I could watch not just educational things at that point. So like Friday night.
That's when the Wildcats came.
It was like Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. I could watch non-educational stuff. I remember trying to argue in favor of Minecraft being educational because it would teach me how to build. That was a legitimate argument that I had.
I mean, if you think about it, it does.
Yeah. My dad was like, well, I mean, I guess, yeah, technically it is teaching you how to survive in the wilderness and also how to build, but also, no, it isn't. You're not learning anything. You're just playing a game. Nice try. Nice try,
I'm learning
buddy.
how to Minecraft, Dad. Come on.
An attempt was made.
Nice try, boy.
Had him in the first half.
No, he knew what I was doing. But yeah, that's... during the week, I would basically just... I mean, in elementary school, it was staying in aftercare for a while after school, then coming home and eating dinner, and then potentially going to soccer practice. If not, then basically just going to bed and reading, and then going to sleep, and that's it. I guess as time went on, and I could stay up later, more of that time went to homework at home. And then eventually, I want to say in like 5th grade, I just started spending a lot of time on the family computer in our house. And I just spent most of my time watching Crash Course. Because my dad was like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. My dad just set up
Yeah,
a Khan
Crash Course
Academy
was
account
cool.
for both my sister and I, and then.
Oh, Oversimplified was funny.
Yeah. He actually had a new video come out fairly recently.
Yeah, I read that. I watched that one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's on a war that I know very, very well too.
Which one?
Oversimplified released a new two-part video, and then there's a third part coming out soon on the Second Punic War, which is probably one of... It's the time Rome was closest to falling before it became... Like, if it had lost this war, Rome would not have existed in the way we know it today, but because we won the war, they then went on to exist as the Rome we know today. It's all because
the tides could have changed.
And it's all because of Hannibal Barca, and he's the guy who took elephants through the Alps, baby. That man was crazy and very good at being smart in battle.
Oh, I like you, guy.
Yeah. So we've actually gone past an hour by a little bit at this point.
Oh.
We can't keep going, but I think this is a good time to end this episode of the Neetwork Podcast.
Yeah.
If you guys...
There are we have things for next time too now.
Yeah. Let me just write down right now. The two different things. History. FNAF.
FNAF. Yes, very similar things. Very.
Yeah.
Oh, they're heavily related.
Certainly, yes.
So do you guys have anything else you want to vlog?
I know.
Will, how's car soccer, or how's your climb?
It's going alright. I mean, my teammates kind of throw almost every match, so that's quite awesome. But
that's tough.
You can carry though,
I
right?
know the feeling.
Like, okay, so for was it Friday or Saturday? I forgot which one, or Thursday. Like, I played probably 13 games, and that's quite a lot for me as of recent. I haven't been able to game like I used to, but I've decided to put in more time. And I played about 13 games. I think I went even or close to even record-wise, but the games I won and the games I lost, I was pretty much top of scoreboard every single time. Like, and there's like almost double my teammates score, quite a lot of them.
But dang.
Even the losses, which stung the most, because usually I'm the second guy more reserved. I play the ball, but something came over me that day, and I just was the carry. Felt good.
Nice.
Y'all.
How's the other podcast going?
I haven't done it since November. Well, they recorded since then, but
on hiatus.
They weren't like good episodes.
I see. I mean, what do you think about our episodes?
A lot better than what we were doing.
Oh.
Oh,
like,
I see.
Like, even though like like me, for example, like I'll participate in the conversation, but like I'll be playing something like I'm just in training right now. But like I still like engage in the conversation, but me and my boy, like, we could not keep it like going, if that makes sense. Like there's like breaks and stuff. Like a lot of silence, and then he would get up and leave, and I'd have to like fill the void. I'm like,
fill it, like, hello there.
Yeah.
Like what?
I mean, I do think a two-person podcast is harder than like 3, to be fair. So.
But it's extremely doable.
Yeah.
It's just also like you're like, wait, hold on, check out my screen real quick. Like, I do that multiple times. I'd just be like, we're supposed to be in a podcast. I don't care who tweeted this.
we care about everything. All of us care about the things that every one of us brings up, right?
Really? Yes.
Yeah.
But like it'd be every like 10 minutes. You'd bring up, like, right, check this tweet out. Like, check this meme out. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to run a podcast here.
Check this tweet out. Check this.
Yeah. I don't know. I think whenever we start recording the podcast, there's nothing else that I'm doing than just looking at. For me, it's just looking at the voice channel and then looking at OBS. I'm purely focused on just trying to fill the void, which is why I will talk for long periods of time. I'm good at it, and I'm glad that I have an outlet for it. Don't get me wrong, but I am also trying to not take up all the space in case you guys want to talk. So
Yeah.
That's usually where I go like something. Then reaction.
Yeah. I forget. Did you want to plug something?
I don't have anything.
All right, just YouTube and Twitch, I assume.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped streaming though.
Nah.
Got a very lackluster desire to do it. Trying to build it back up, but it's a lot of like not ideology. What's the word? A lot of science that goes into when I stream, and most people that show up for the streams are funny enough from EU.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, so their timing is like all weird too.
Yeah, so it's like if I start around 2, which is pretty much like an hour or so after I wake up, then it's like it's good and bad for them because it's like midnight for some of them, 1 for some of them. But then it's also like just after school for people west, or just a little like around dinner time for east.
Yeah.
But then, like I go any later, it's like 3, 4 a.m. for EU. Of course, no one's gonna show up then. And then it's dinner time or whatever for everyone else. It's like, it's just a hard place.
So what I'm hearing is that you need to start streaming at 10 a.m. Pacific time on weekends.
You mean I sleep in on weekends?
You sleep in every day.
No, it's different.
You have no weekends and weekdays. You just exist.
They're the same.
You simply just exist.
Waking hour to closing hour.
Your waking hours and closing hours are worse than mine.
Oh,
At least I have an excuse too.
I do too. I was playing Batman Arkham Knight.
I've been meaning to try out the Arkham games. I know they're
so
considered very good, yeah. I don't know. I think when you have some stream ideas you want to do, you'll go ahead and make time for them and start streaming again. So
yeah.
In the meantime,
yeah.
I think that's it for this episode of the Neetwork Podcast. We actually had an intro and an outro today.
I know, that's crazy.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, we'll do it sometimes.
Unique episode.
Just sick like that.
That could be a title right there.
What, we
had an intro and an outro?
Dude, that is not a good title. I hate to break it to you. The YouTube algorithm is not gonna like that.
I'm playing.
No, they love it.
Alright, you know what? We'll try it. We'll see how many views it gets, and then I'll change the title a day after or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I really need to remember to actually upload things. I've been so bad at, like, uploading them and then not setting them to public recently. Yeah, the last episode technically went public, I think, yesterday, because I just didn't set it to public for a week.
This is so February 11th, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Alright.
So if you see this on February 30th somehow, please let us know.
No, I promise this episode is going to... honestly, we could probably try to record weekly, but... I'd be down for it, but also we might not have enough to talk about, so maybe it's better to stay bi-weekly. Regardless, this episode should probably go up this Friday for us, because technically the previous episode was supposed to go up on the 12th, or the 2nd, which means that this episode is supposed to go up the 16th, which means the next one's supposed to go up the 1st of March. So yeah, if this episode doesn't go up on the 16th, feel free to flame me in the comments. Free engagement, Yipee. All right, thank you all for listening to the Neetwork Podcast, and we'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
All right, see you. Bye.